Hi there, future scientists and math wizards. Welcome to Smile Road. I'm Sir M, and I created this channel just for you, senior high school students looking to make science and math easier, clearer, and yes, even more fun. On Smile Road, we explore exciting lessons in general science, solve real-life problems in general mathematics, and learn how the subjects connect to the world around us, from floating boats to your monthly budget. Each meeting, I'll guide you through lessons using simple explanations, real-life examples, and even a few challenges to keep your brain sharp. Whether you're reviewing for exams, catching up on class topics, or just curious about how the world works, you're in the right place. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell so you won't miss any of our learning adventures here on Smile Road. So, are you ready to start this journey with me? Let's walk the road of knowledge with a smile. Our topic for today is disaster preparedness and risk reduction, building family and community resilience in the Philippines. This is quarter 4, Earth and Space Science, Lesson 10. Intended learning outcomes. At the end of this lesson, the learners will be able to create family preparedness plans, develop a structured and practical plan that outlines actions for family members to take before, during, and after a disaster. Identify com- community level disaster risks. Assess the specific geological and hydrometeorological hazards that threaten their community and identify key vulnerabilities. Explain the components of a community-based plan. Describe the essential elements of a comprehensive disaster risk reduction and management (DRRM) plan that can be implemented at the local level. Disaster preparedness is a multifaceted effort that requires action both at the family and community levels. By developing a family preparedness plan and understanding the components of a community-based disaster risk reduction and management (DRRM) plan, Filipinos can significantly improve their resilience to the frequent geological and hydrometeorological hazards that affect the country. Family preparedness plans. A family preparedness plan is a roadmap for safety. It ensures that every family member knows what to do in an emergency, reducing chaos and improving survival rates. The plan should cover three key phases. A. Before a disaster, and that's preparation. This is the most crucial phase. Emergency kit. Assemble a kit with essentials for at least 3 days. It should include water, non-perishable food, flashlights, a first aid kit, a whistle, a battery-powered radio, and important documents sealed in a waterproof bag. Communication plan. Establish a point of contact for family members, especially if they are separated. This could be an out-of-town relative, as local phone lines may be down. Evacuation plan. Identify at least 2 evacuation routes from your home and a designated meeting point. Conduct conduct practice drills to ensure everyone knows the routes and can execute the plan effectively. House reinforcement. Take proactive steps to make your home safer, such as securing heavy furniture, reinforcing the roof, and trimming trees to prevent them from falling during strong winds. During a disaster, and that is the response. This phase focuses on immediate actions to protect oneself. Stay informed. Listen to a battery-powered radio for official updates and warnings from Pag-asa or the local government. Drop, cover, and hold on. In the event of an earthquake, this is the safest course of action. Evacuate immediately. If an official evacuation order is issued, do not hesitate to leave and proceed to the designated evacuation center. After a disaster, recovery. This phase involves ensuring safety and beginning the process of recovery. Check for injuries. Assess your family members for injuries and administer first aid if needed. Communicate. Once it's safe, contact your designated family contact person to let them know you're safe. Assess damage. Carefully inspect your home for structural damage before re-entering. Be cautious of broken glass, exposed nails, and downed power lines. Community-based disaster risk reduction, and community plans, DRRM. While family plans are essential, they are most effective when supported by a comprehensive, community-wide strategy. The Philippines DRRM Law, Republic Act 10121, mandates the creation of these plans at the barangay level. Preparation and prevention, hazard and vulnerability mapping. The community should identify the specific hazards it faces. For example, flood-prone areas, landslide-susceptible slopes, and map out the most vulnerable population, the elderly, the children, and persons with disabilities. Early warning systems. Implement and maintain local early warning systems such as sirens, text alerts, or community megaphones to ensure rapid dissemination of information. Infrastructure. Invest in structural mitigation projects like flood control systems, slope stabilization, and reinforcing public buildings to withstand strong winds and earthquakes. Number 4. Training. Conduct regular trainings and drills for community members, focusing on first aid, search and rescue, and evacuation procedures. Response. Emergency Operations Center. Establish a central command center where key officials can coordinate response efforts. Evacuation centers. Identify and prepare well-equipped evacuation centers with food, water, and medical supplies and sanitation facilities. Search and rescue teams. Organize and train local search and rescue teams that can respond immediately after a disaster. Rehabilitation and recovery. Damage assessment. A rapid and accurate assessment of damage is crucial to determine the scale of the disaster and the needs of the affected population. Livelihood support. Provide assistance for families to rebuild their homes and restart their livelihoods. Psychosocial support. Offering counseling and emotional support to help community members cope with the trauma of a disaster. We will have the next part of our Quarter 4 Earth and Space Science Lesson 10.